Hey, how's it going today? It's Wednesday, 27th of December. I thought it might be worth taking a look at some of those important things happening in the world and some of those press releases. I've taken a look at carbon capture and some of the opportunities there, as well as I have taken a look at press releases and everything what would be taking place within the UK entering agreement with Switzerland. I'm looking to collaborate and work together. So as well as I thought it was kind of strange, I guess, wouldn't taking a look at financial services, and some of the services would be insurance, right? So I thought I might touch on perhaps some very promising sectors, as well as I have taken a look at some of the projects that was confirmed earlier this month. When it comes to ammunition manufacturing within US and or perhaps Europe, right? So I have touched on that. Perhaps just to summarize things and or finish on a high note, that might be worth taking a look at drone racing. For perhaps it's a new thing, perhaps it's been an ongoing thing. I don't know that much about it myself. I would like to bring my own understanding on what would be required, how to do it, and might as well. Perhaps there's a company there. I can promote a little bit of that company. I will perhaps reach out to this company and see if they might be interested in working together. So I will build up perhaps some more interest with some of those activities that this company has to offer, as well as myself. I would be looking to work together. Sorry, everyone's having fun in the background. Let's take a look at this organization and something that this organization has to offer. Again, I'm not promoted by any of those organizations, right? And I don't know, it's a strange time right now, right? We are between Christmas and New Year, and there seems like there's a battle going on in the background, right? Everyone's playing with the toys, right? Let's progress, right? And or let's run this the organization and or try to understand what this organization has to offer, right? Uh, uh, Articles by the British Drone Racing Association, right? So there's an association there, and there's people there. I'll try to reach out to those people, see if I can work together. Perhaps it might be of interest of others to do if they're interested in any of that. There might be perhaps interesting area to tackle some of those issues. It might be fun or exciting things to do within the space. I'm trying to understand and perhaps sharing some of that information with others. The British Drone Racing Association are a specialized body of the British Model Flying Association and organize drone racing events, international team selection events, and national championships in the UK. Drone racing, an ever-growing side of model flying, is very much recognized as a sport in its own right. So this has been considered a sport. Great. I'm looking at it's kind of sport, I guess, but I'm looking more as an engineering challenge and how to manufacture perhaps very interesting drones that can fly. That's how I'm coming into it. Right? Many people ask us, yeah, the British drone racing, how they can get started with the drone racing and how they find their first race to attend, which hopefully the point below will assist with. So basically, there's a setup there, right? I don't know if I want to walk into that setup. Well, either way, so perhaps for people who don't know, let's touch on that, right? Where do you find practice events, racing in general, other people in many areas interest of drone racing? So there's an association that I don't know. There's perhaps a sales presentation there. My personal experience, there would be no response. I would reach out to many of those organizations, and there would be no response. Everyone's busy with perhaps other things they have going on, which is great. So I would need to approach a number of organizations, perhaps at least 10 organizations, right? Quickly, there's a battle going on in the background, but quickly. The battle might be going on for hours and hours, so I just need to get this video done. You can start very basic with getting yourself into a few raised gates, cones and flags, and hopefully a friendly local landowner, right? Raised gates. Myself, I'm looking to understand. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. I don't want to get anyone injured by following any of those rules. I haven't read any of those rules myself, right? I don't know all the legal regulations, right? If you would like to operate drone, what kind of you need to yourself? Do you have approval and everything? Well, I think you need to have something, right? So I don't know if any of this information is accurate to say the least. Myself, if you are interested, you're looking to do it. I don't know. What I'm saying is that you might need to do a lot of homework to understand how to operate drone and who can do it, what your age would be, and what approval your license or anything, right? But it seems that this person is looking to build interest within the space, right? And how to get more people involved and how to build potential race and people to operate there. There is some information about what might be requirements for entering the race or what you might need to have, I guess, to compete. But again, it depends where you are. You entry level, you advanced, and or it's something yourself you're interested in. So there's more information there for people who would like to participate or take part in some of those races, right? Myself, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not that interested, other than perhaps organizing races, right? Piloting drone. I don't know if it's fun. I don't know, but some people might find a lot of fun doing it. There is additional information about how to approach in a race, right? And I guess if you are a driver, right? Myself, I'm approaching this as a business person, and myself, I might be interested in organizing it. That's why I'm interested in. But perhaps there's additional information if you're interested in taking part and what some of the information that you need to do. I think if you bought it, if you have this hardware, might as well use it and how you can potentially do it, right? There's additional information for people who are interested in being a pilot, I guess, and or operating different hardware and how to get into it. So that would be entry level. Myself, I might need to raise some interest down the line later on, and or look for those people who are interested in the space. So it might be a fun activity, I guess, for people who are interested in taking part and or perhaps helping me organizing those races. Feel free to reach out to me, right? Myself, I'm interested in organizing. I'm not interested that much in taking part. It might be a fun activity, I guess. I don't know. It might be a lot of fun, right? But yeah, so that's currently what I'm looking for, and there might be interesting things happening within the space. I haven't done that much research in order to understand it. There's additional information there, and perhaps it's a just cover full video, right? So there's would be a full breakdown. Myself, if anything, I might find the more important information would be health and safety, making sure that none of the people get injured in the process, right? And all of that would be perhaps taking out the liability insurance and making sure that all the participants are trained professionals. So that would be some information, I guess, coming into this. Okay, so there's some prices there. So national qualifying events vary between 25 to 35 pounds depending on the organizer and event they are holding at, and any events at the last £2 per event is counted for. So perhaps that's for people who might be interested in attending and watching. I thought it might be interesting to film it whole thing, or perhaps I don't know, when it comes to sharing that experience, how many different ways of approaching this kind of thing. Myself, I'm more interested in organizing that and or reach out to some of those teams and something that they have done already. Great. I don't need to do much of building myself. If it's already been built, people have been trained and everything, so that would be great. Myself, I'm looking to perhaps organize, not to take part on it. Perhaps it's a great activity. Again, it might be a great activity, but myself, I'm looking to organize it. Yourself, if you're looking to learn more, I have published a book, Game Starts. In this book, I'm taking a look at business and everything with regards to business. And with today's videos, I'm covering some of those opportunities, anywhere from billions and billions. We take a look at perhaps more of the high-end opportunities, and we're taking a look at perhaps entry-level opportunities, and perhaps people are just having fun, a little bit of fun on the weekends. Something I'm taking a look at within this video. In many ways, how you can begin and or understand a little bit about the business. I have covered most of the important concepts within this book, and I'm looking to share this information with as many people as I can, and how we can potentially structure and begin operating as a business if it's something that yourself you're interested in. I would highly recommend to purchase this book. You can find it, QR code in the corner, company's website below. Just to summarize this video, right? I don't know engagement, I don't know how competitive the markets are, and if there's is anything within UK. I haven't done nothing yet to understand it. What would be engagement? How to improve? How to build everything? Well, that would be perhaps interesting area to tackle since I don't know much about it. So since I don't know it, it might be interesting thing to do. I'm coming into it from engineering, I guess, and perhaps doing something within UK. I don't know if some of those companies within UK are building their own drones or they're purchasing those drones. Perhaps that would be a starting block. If they currently purchasing those instead of perhaps themselves manufacturing drones, well, let's start with that and working from there. If you're self interested in engaging with myself and or organizing or perhaps taking part in those events, feel free to chat to me. I'm looking to collaborate and work together. And I'll reach out to this organization. It seems that they have something going on. If they're interested in collaborating or working together, but I'm not interested in taking part. If that makes sense, and or perhaps they're looking to organize events. Perhaps what would be the fee of organizing everything? Great if they can do it, right? They already people are doing it there. Perhaps they got already the equipment sitting there, so perhaps they can organize those events and take part and do everything, right? Myself, I'm looking to accomplish completely different things with these events. That's a mindset coming in, right? And I don't know if there's any money of doing it. I don't think there's gonna be any money. I think if people are doing this kind of events for money, I don't think that's the reason why to do it. But either way, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.